So good or bad? Let's speak now to housing researcher at think tank Bright Blue, Bartek Staniszewski, who joins us in the studio. Thank you for your time. Thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs sideways?
I think in general this renters reform bill is a good development. I think there are promising things both for landlords and for tenants in this bill. As Michael has said there, this bill empowers landlords to evict tenants using their Section 8 powers, which permit them to evict antisocial tenants who engage in genuinely antisocial behavior. But it also empowers good tenants by abolishing Section 21, which permits for those no-fault evictions.
Okay, and the fear was that if you complained about your landlord, you'd basically be shown the door pretty quickly previously.
Yes, I suppose that could be one of the fears, although no-fault evictions can result from a variety of causes. One that has been raised also quite recently in the news is the case of holiday short-term rentals in holiday hotspots.
Airbnbs.
Yes, indeed. And there were cases of landlords using their Section 21 powers to evict tenants who were perfectly good tenants and needed a family home to use them as Airbnbs.
Now, it's interesting on the bigger sort of political picture that Labour and Keir Starmer said the reforms are broadly right, so cross-party agreement on the particular issue. But there is a concern that all these added restrictions could persuade more landlords to shut up shop, to sell up, and therefore the rental sector, what's it, 11 million people or 11 million tenants across Britain at the moment, will have even fewer houses or flats to choose from.
Indeed, and I think this is a valid concern. However, I would not overreact. As I have mentioned, this bill empowers both tenants and landlords by increasing the landlord's Section 8 powers to evict genuinely antisocial, genuinely harmful tenants. And also, I would not overestimate the importance of overregulation in terms of the rental market, given that the vast majority of costs that landlords suffer is caused by land prices.
Yeah, and is this the issue actually as well? It's what people have to pay in rents at the moment. I mean, I couldn't see anything about rent control here, for instance, in terms of just making the sector more affordable to people.
Indeed, and, you know, I think this rent controls would be one of those heavy-handed measures that Conservatives, I think rightly, should perhaps avoid, and the historical record in terms of rent controls.
Well, let the market find its own level, you mean?
To a degree, you know, this bill, of course, regulates the market in some ways, but it does not go too far. I think it strikes a golden mean. It empowers both tenants and landlords.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for taking us through there. I think, you know, a thumbs up, perhaps, at the end.
Yes, indeed.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed.